what's up everybody? It's your boy Chef Bush, and I want to thank you guys for tuning back in to Kitchen Sizzle. I want to thank you guys for all of your patience. I want to thank you guys for all of your support as I build my channel. For those of you that don't know, I'm currently in culinary school, so it was a little bit hard for me to, get my videos uploaded for the past couple weeks. I've been having a lot of finals to do, a lot of homework to do, but we're about to get this channel rolling. We about to get it going full throttle, full steam. My plan is to basically get at least 2 recipe videos uploaded every week, and of course all of the recipes are going to be dynamite. All the recipes are going to be killer. You guys are going to love everything about the recipes. I promise to make my recipes flavorful. You guys are going to love it. So today I'm going to bring to you guys, I'm going to say a Jamaican or Caribbean style curry shrimp. And it's going to be a little bit on the healthier side. We're going to tweak this recipe a little bit. Instead of using vegetable oil, we're going to use extra virgin coconut oil. And instead of using white rice, which is traditional, we're going to end up using quinoa. So we're just going to make this a little bit more healthy while still very, very flavorful, very bold. You guys are definitely going to love this recipe, trust me. So let's just go ahead and get straight to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So this recipe is really, really easy to make. It's really simple. It's very, very simple. So to start off, you want to need your shrimp, of course. So what I like to use, what I recommend, always get you some wild caught shrimp. Please stay away from that farm raised. Oh my God, I don't even want to tell you how horrible that farm raised stuff is. So get you some good wild caught shrimp. This recipe is basically it could feed 1, it could possibly feed 2 people. We're gonna keep this really simple. So this is about 7 or 8 shrimp that we have right here. So I also have a 1/4 of an onion. This is a 1/4 of an orange bell pepper, and then we have a 1/4 of a larger yellow bell pepper. We also have a little bit of green onion that we're gonna put in the curry mix with these peppers. Then we have a little bit of green onion that we're gonna top it off with, and then we have some not so fresh thyme. The thyme, basically, I like to put my thyme in the refrigerator. So basically, it still ends up being good. It just gets a little bit cold and the leaves get hard. But when you drop it into that liquid, all of that flavor is going to come out into the recipe. So it's going to be very, very good. Then, of course, the main ingredient, the star of la dish, of the dish, whatever you want to call it, the star is going to be this Blue Mountain Country hot Jamaican curry powder. Now they do have a variation of this that's not hot, but me, you guys already know, I really live. Jesus Christ, I just cannot get myself together today. But I love hot food, so I'm gonna use hot Jamaican curry powder. This stuff is very, very, very good. Here we go. Here we're gonna do coconut oil instead of the traditional vegetable oil, which is used. Now this oil has a very light coconut taste, so it's gonna bring out a little bit of flavor into it, but it's definitely not gonna overpower the dish. Then we're gonna add just a teeny bit of allspice. So I always have my stuff in bags like this because I shop at Sprouts, and at Sprouts you pretty much can weigh out all of your seasonings. You can get brown rice, you can get oatmeal, you can get whatever and weigh it out. So we're gonna use a little bit of this allspice here. Now salt, you have to be very, very careful with salt because the curry powder has a little bit. We don't want to over salt the dish, so we're gonna add just a little bit of sea salt to taste. And also, now I know a lot of you guys out there are probably gonna frown upon this, but me personally, I don't have any type of reactions to MSG. My body doesn't react anyway to MSG, so I can use this stuff. And all you need is a little bit. It's basically just a flavor enhancer. But if you're one of those no MSG, gluten-free, and blase, just don't even pay attention to this ingredient right here. Just go ahead and stay away from this. And then instead of using regular ground pepper, we're gonna use crushed peppercorns, and we're gonna grind it up ourselves. Now, traditionally, curries in the Caribbeans and in Jamaica use habanero or Scotch bonnet peppers, but what I'm gonna use, because of course me, I really love hot foods, this is ground ghost pepper. Now this shit is hot. It's really hot, so a little bit goes a long way. And The crazy thing about this though is it does have a fruity taste to it, so it actually does bring a little bit of flavor. So all we're gonna need is a little bit of this just to spice this recipe up, and it's gonna be real good. So these are the ingredients. As you see, we don't really need that much, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the cooking process and get this thing going. All right, guys, so let's just go ahead and get right into the good stuff. So what I did is I went ahead and lightly heated up a little bit of the coconut oil, 1.5 tablespoons. I have my cast iron right here on a medium heat. Now for the curry powder, I like my curry to be real flavorful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and freehand this. And the reason why we're heating up this curry powder like this is basically to kind of kill that grittiness and so that it doesn't upset your stomach. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that curry going a little bit. And you want to just keep stirring, and it's gonna start to get like really pasty. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So we're gonna continue to stir that, but what I'm actually gonna do is go ahead and drop these vegetables in. We're gonna bring these vegetables in, let these vegetables get a little bit of that curry flavor and kind of wilt them down a little bit to get them tender, because they're gonna tenderize anyway once we add the water into it. Those green onions. All right, that's money right there. And we're just gonna go ahead and continue to stir. And as I stated, you really have to watch your heat with this. I have my heat on like kind of a medium to medium low. All right, perfect. So we're gonna continue to keep stirring this. Let that curry cook down in here a little bit. So as you notice, a lot of the oil has been absorbed into the curry and into the vegetables, but that is completely okay, because when we add water in this, pretty much everything is going to come together. It's going to start to thicken up. This recipe is amazing, man. I love this recipe. Really good, really easy. So we're going to go ahead and keep that going. Okay, and then what I like to do at this stage is just add a little bit of that black pepper. And just a little bit of that accent for now, just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna keep that stirring. All right, so now it's about time to add the water. So what I like to start with is add about a cup in my measuring cup and pour about half of it in here. So that's about a half a cup of water just for right now. Go ahead and get this stirred up. Now, what I like to do, you can increase the heat slightly. You don't want to turn it up on high. Increase it slightly, and this is going to start to boil, and it'll start to thicken a little bit. So you know what? I already know at this point I'm going to add a little bit more water. So you know what? Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to add the full cup. So that's 1 cup of water right there. And we're going to go ahead and let this go. Crank up the heat just a little bit more. And once this starts to boil, we'll go ahead and add a little bit more of the seasoning in, and then we'll add the shrimp. So we're gonna let this boil, and then we'll be back and get the rest of the recipe going. All right, guys, we are back, and as you can see, this curry is boiling. It's right at the perfect point of how we want it. So what I just went ahead and did was I dropped in that thyme so we can start to render out that thyme flavor and get that in here. Now, of course, everybody isn't gonna use this ghost pepper powder, so I'm only doing this because I'm adding it to my recipe. So if you guys are not going to be adding it, you can just go ahead and skip this step. If you have habaneros, If you're gonna do the habaneros or the Scotch bonnets, you're gonna go ahead and add those in with the peppers, with the curry, and cook that down. So I'm gonna add a little bit, just a little bit of this ghost pepper powder, because this stuff is dangerous. When it starts to, when it starts to boil in the fumes, oh my God, you'll be coughing in here, you'll be hacking and almost dying. So I just went ahead and added a little bit of that in there. Now we're gonna come with a little bit of that allspice, and all we're gonna do is pretty much add is 1/4 of a teaspoon of that allspice. So we're gonna add, boom, got that in there. So we're gonna go ahead, get this mixed up. Now the curry is boiling, so what I'm gonna do now is just turn the flame down back to about a medium. Turn that back down to about a medium. Oh my God, it smells so damn good. Oh my God, it smells good, man. Your house is gonna smell like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, your house is gonna smell like curry for about 3 or 4 days, but it is a wicked smell. Curry smells really, really, really good, man, and this recipe is gonna be very, very, very intensely flavored. And it pretty much shows, man, that, you know, a lot of people say that healthy eating has no flavor. You can't have no flavor when you eat healthy. There's nothing really unhealthy about this. You know, we use coconut oil instead of vegetable oil. We're gonna top this on quinoa instead of white rice. So honestly, that's pretty much, it's bullshit. It's a lie, man. You can eat healthy and still have a lot of flavor in your food. So this is looking pretty good. This is exactly how we want this. Now we're gonna do the salt at the end, because as I said, this recipe really doesn't require too much salt. You just want to add a little bit to taste. So now it's time to go ahead and drop these shrimps in here. So we're just going to go ahead and get them placed in here nicely. Try to spread them apart. And shrimp cook pretty fast, so it's not going to take that long for this to cook at all. Let's go ahead and get that. Some of my shrimp lost their tails. Some of them have the tail still on, but that's okay though. Okay, so pretty much all we're gonna do is let these shrimp cook for about 3 minutes on this side, and then we're gonna flip the shrimp over, let them cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on the other side, so they can start to absorb just a little bit of that curry flavor, and then we'll get it all mixed up, and then we'll get it plated. So we're gonna let this go, and then we'll be right back. All right, and we are back, y'all. Oh my God, that looks so good, don't it? That look real good. So what I did, I went ahead and removed that thyme, got that out the way because we don't need that. All of that flavor has already been extracted. So now what I'm gonna do is just sprinkle just a little bit more of this accent here, just a little bit. And as you notice, you see how the liquid has gotten a little bit thicker than what it was? That's exactly how we want it. Oh my God, this looks so good. This looks really good, and this smells good. So this recipe is pretty much complete. This is pretty much complete. Now, you can go ahead and taste it right now and see if you like it, see if you need to add any salt. So let me go ahead and give it a quick little taste. Dabble in it real quick. Oh man, that's money right there. That's money. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add just a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. Just needs a little bit. I think that's all I need. Remember to always wash your spoons. Don't double dip, please. Get that stirred up. All right, that's looking good. So we're about to go ahead and get this plated up. I'm gonna show you how to dress it, and then we'll go ahead and give it a final test and see how it came out. So we will be right back. All right, y'all. Now it's time to get this plated up. So I already have my quinoa ready. Got it in a nice little circle shape, and just go ahead and drop that shrimp right on top of it. Just like that. Make sure you get a lot of that juice in there. Oh my God, that looks amazing. Yeah, just like that. Voila. All right, take those little green onions that we cut up in the beginning, sprinkle that on top, and me, because I'm crazy, I am gonna sprinkle a little bit of that ghost pepper powder right on top, just a little sprinkle. And there you go. Nice Jamaican style, Caribbean style curry. So let's go ahead and give this a taste test and see how we did. I think you guys are gonna love this. All right, guys, so I'm about to go ahead and give this a taste, and we're gonna see how we did. But trust me, I think we did really good. Make sure you get a nice chunk of the curry with that quinoa. And I'm gonna break me a little piece of that shrimp. Let's see. That's money right there. I'm telling you, y'all are gonna love this. Not lacking in flavor, none whatsoever. One more bite for the camera. That's what I'm talking about right here. Yeah. So if you like what you're seeing today, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm gonna bring a ton more good, nice, healthy, fun, comfort food, whatever you guys want. I'm gonna bring you guys some really good recipes. So make sure you tune in, subscribe. I'll see you soon.